The best of this country is enthusiasm, great attitude towards Italian producers as themselves. And the third one is the great commitment that these people are able to take in order to improve their quality. There are some risks that anyone has in mind when invest or go to another country. This is a very young country. So like a very young wine, you need to be patient. You need to come to Albania with the idea of the middle-long term. That's what makes the investment in this country probably profitable and really rewarding. That's the line that we are trying to follow with all the investors, including in food and wine. Come with the idea to stay, come with the middle term in your mind, come with the idea that this potential can be translated into business.
Welcome to another episode of On the Road Edition, hosted by Stevie Kim. Each week, Stevie travels to incredible wine destinations, interviewing some of the Italian wine scene's most interesting personalities, talking about wines, the foods, as well as the incredible travel destinations.
Hello, my name's Stevie Kim, and welcome to the Italian Wine Podcast, On the Road Edition. And this is the second time we're with Ambassador Marco Alberti. Actually, exactly a year ago, we met him in Almaty, Kazakhstan. And now he's the new ambassador for Albania. So we're in Tirana. Hello. This is like a deja vu.
Yes, thank you, Stevie. It's a pleasure to meet you here again after Kazakhstan.
Yes. So, of course, you were posted in Kazakhstan for how many years?
4 years.
4 years. So after 4 years, you've now been reposted in Albania. What are the main differences between Kazakhstan and Albania in terms of potential Italian wine market?
But I think that there is something in common, first of all, which is a great attitude that both countries have shown towards Italy. Some of the most relevant wineries in Kazakhstan have been developed with the support of Italian people, Italian wineries, Italian experts, and it's happening more or less the same in Albania. The differences, of course, are the size of the market. Kazakhstan is a huge market compared to Albania, but Albania is much closer to Italy. And I think that there is something which is extremely interesting in terms of benefit for Italy, that the wine market in Albania has a market share for Italy of 87% of the market. So we are the real protagonist in this market. We have to work hard, but I think that there are good premises.
So, this week was the week of La Cucina Italiana all over the world and also in Albania. What is the difference between, I suppose, the Italian food culture and Albanian food culture? Because geographically, I was so surprised that there are like 17, 18 flights from Italy to Tirana every day. So it's very close. But what about the food culture?
I think there is a great contamination, and Albania has absorbed some of the Italian culture in food and wine as well, actually, because the wine culture in this country many centuries ago, even before the Roman domination, so there is a very close contamination. The differences is the maturity of the production of wine, for example, the maturity or the culture of food, because for some years during the dictatorship, this country lost, contacts with the world, lost the contacts that it had with different countries, and so it was a little bit freezed in terms of evolution. But there is a great spirit of innovation, transformation in Albania, which is something that is very encouraging for us.
So what is the state of the art of Italian wine? Because I think I read actually on your Instagram feed that 87% of the wine market is attributed to Italian wine. Is that correct? Or did I misread?
I hope it is, because it's a great market share. And yes, wherever you go around the city of Tirana or other cities of Albania, there are Italian wines, and I think there is, I don't know if exactly 87%, it would be great. I believe it is, but anyway, everywhere there is Italian wine. That's a benefit, but also a responsibility, because we need to lead the market and we need to have the market grow in terms of production, in terms of import, but also in terms of maturity of the production of wine. Stevie, wine requires patience, engagement, and long term. So that's what Italy can contribute most, importing not only products but also people who are able to educate this market, to cooperate with the producers in order to have a better level of local production, vinous identity, I would say.
So you wrote a book when you were in Kazakhstan, you know. Are you planning to write another book?
Yes, I'm already planning.
You are already.
Yes, but you need, in order to write a book on a country, you need to absorb much more than I absorbed so far. So, you know, the plan, the project is there. Now I have, to wait for absorbing more information and more experience in order to translate them into a book.
So, you know, you've been here for how many months now?
10 months.
10 months. What are your ambitions? What are your economic goals in terms of partnership of Italy and Albania?
You mentioned the right word, Stevie, because partnership is the key word of my mandate. You know that Italy is everywhere in this country, Italy is in the air, but I would like to transform this historical friendship into a partnership. And that's the first step. And the second step will be to transform that partnership into projects. That's another step. And the third step of my aspiration in this country will be to transform the project into results, concrete results in terms of increasing export, increasing investment, and structuring an irreversible strategic partnership between the two countries.
So, as the ambassador for Italy in Albania, for Italian wine producers, say your audience is Italian wine producers, what are the 5 things you think they should know before trying to promote their wines in Albania? What is your advice?
Yeah, I think that the best of this country is enthusiasm, great attitude towards Italian producers as themselves. And the third one is the great commitment that these people are able to take in order to improve their quality. There are some risks that anyone has in mind when invest or go to another country. This is a very young country. So like a very young wine, you need to be patient. You need to come to Albania with the idea of the middle-long term. That's what makes the investment in this country probably profitable and really rewarding. That's the line that we are trying to follow with all the investors, including in food and wine. Come with the idea to stay, come with the middle term in your mind, come with the idea that this potential can be translated into business.
That's very practical. Is there anything else you would like to say before we wrap?
I want to thank you Vinitaly, thank you Verona Fiere, because it's a great support for us. I think that we represent Italy, but wine represents Italy equally. So it's a great partnership between the institution representing Italy and the product representing Italy in this contest wine. So help us to help Italy to be more present in the wine market in Albania.
Okay, and it's a wrap coming from Tirana, Albania, and thank you for having us today, Ambassador, and guiding us from Kazakhstan to Albania. So hopefully we'll be returning at a bigger scale. We organized a small tasting as a preview for Vinitaly International Academy and Vinitaly here at the Alejandro Group. And it's amazing. So hopefully you can also come and visit us.
Thank you for joining us on another episode of On the Road Edition, hosted by Stevie Kim. Join her again next week for more interesting content on the Italian wine scene. You can also find us at ItalianWinePodcast.com or wherever you get your pods. You can check out our YouTube channel, Mama Jumbo Shrimp, to watch these interviews and the footage captured at each location. Chin chin!